terrible, unbearable. Oh Sarah, it's not fair at all. Oh Sarah, you're the only girl for me this week. Well, I walked in the shop to pick up some lunch and asked the cashier what the hell shawarma was. Her name tag said Amy. I said hello, I'll take number 5 and make that to go. But then changed my mind, hey maybe I'll stay. And Amy just smiled, gave me my change. I ate in the corner, she took my tray along with my heart and my breath away. Cause Amy, you're the only girl for me. Amy, you're the only girl for me. Don't blame me, don't restrain me. Oh hey, I'll say this plainly. Oh Amy, you're the only girl for me this week. I like the way you don't even know me. I like the way you don't even know me. I like the way you don't even know me. And that's the key to being lonely. So maybe today I'll hop on the bus and ride to my stop and not fall in love with the cutest one, the one with the book instead of her phone like the rest of them. No, I won't sit by her, I'm not that brave. I'll sit right behind her, out of her way. She won't know I'm there, but when I get home I'll write her a song, and this how it goes. Oh bus girl, you're the only girl for me. Bus girl, you're the only girl for me. I trust girl, you must girl, of all the girls in the bus world. Oh bus girl, you're the only girl for me. On the D-line, I like the way you don't even know me. I like the way you don't even know me. I like the way you don't.
Hey everybody, thank you for hanging out, and already thank you very much to oh hold on, I forgot myself talking in two places. Thank you very much to Neutral Game for subscribing. Yeah, how is everyone on this tired Thursday afternoon where I am? Yeah, I'm good. I'm tired. Uh, for no real good reason, to be honest. Um, I think it's just that time in the week where you're kind of winding down. I've done most of the things I planned to. So yeah, I'm kind of just rattling through to the end of the week now. So yeah, I feel very human today. And nice to hear Alien. And preemptive happy birthday to Caleb Zonin by the looks of it. And that is very exciting. I got my Wacom, which I'm using. I've been using since like May, I think, and it is very good, very world changing, especially for what I'm doing. So yeah, I look forward to that on your behalf. Yeah, so the idea of this stream was to do some emotes. I have done a lot of Googling about Twitch and how emotes work, and it turns out everyone was right that I can only have like 5 emotes, I think, at the minute. But one of them, which I haven't used and isn't currently waiting to be approved, which a lot of them are, is the animated emote. So today we're going to start off, and this is about as much structure as I have for this stream, so hopefully it takes about an hour and a half, is we're going to be making an animated emote. And I do not have a concept of what the plan is for it, so help, please. I nearly nearly cocked up as well, because as I was looking at emotes and kind of what they mean, how to kind of change tier and stuff, I did realise that the golden emote, which is the golden gamer, I originally kind of drew up with the idea of it being like the kind of very the top dog type of emote, and then realised that I put it in the kind of basic tier. I then tried moving it, and then immediately got a pop-up saying, "You've moved it. People who've unlocked this will now unlock whatever's in its place." And I shit myself because I realised that everyone who'd unlocked it in the last stream had lost it. So I think I've put it back, and looking at the chat, I think that's worked fine, which is good, because I panicked for a bit. But yeah, Dab is a pretty good suggestion, as always. Hey, Karmic Guide, thanks for following. Yeah, if you're not here for working and coming up with ideas, that's absolutely fine. Feel free to lurk and watch and relax, because at the end of the day, it should be chill. Oh god. So I do have a 23 emoji. That's the thing, they've not loaded up on Twitch, but they are... Well, I don't know if they're going to be... Let me see if I can load it up onto the screen kind of as I'm speaking. Because that window capture. Yeah, I've got a couple of emotes that you've not seen yet, and I'm very proud of them. So let me see if I can get these up. Yeah, so for example, this is the 23 emote. Hey, thanks, Camera Guide. So yeah, that's one of them. I should be able to just kind of scroll through what I've got now. I've got one inspired by our discussion of the weather, which is just me frozen over. What else do I have? So we obviously did this in the last stream, but we have the large glasses griffin, and again, with it in mind that I'd have these like tiers, I had even bigger glasses griffin. Thinking about it, that might be a good idea for some kind of animated emote as well. I don't know if I'll have it as the first one, but that could be an interesting concept as well. And yeah, I think that's all of them actually, because yeah, the screaming one is already on here. What about a human animated emote that's a big yawn? I mean, yeah, that'd kind of fit in with the God, how do I delete this now without deleting everything else? Oh god. Yes. Okay, cool. Do you remember how much I talked about what a pain it was to animate the Eldritch Spiral? I could do the Eldritch Spiral. The Eldritch Spiral was good. And it would definitely take an hour and a half to sort out. Demon skincare is very important, that is right. Someone needs to remind me, by the way, if he's not lurking, or if they're not lurking. Speaks with Animals was the one that, certainly what I've written down, was the person that named Todd Howard Yellow. And since then, I think halved, have I? Or I think I've cut the price of it by a third. So when they come back, let me know, and they deserve 2 more names for what they like paid in channel points last time. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind as well. If anyone's got channel points to burn, it is now 170 channel points to do that, because that way I've read apparently you get around 200 channel points per hour of watching or something like that, so I figured it'd be nicer to give everyone a chance every more or less every stream, and then that way we can use up the unending amount of colours that I've got in most palettes. It is a lot of power, but it's worth it. It's fine, I think. Okay, right, let me just have a quick look back through the chat. So, oh no, it's crashed. Are you okay? Can everyone? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we've got a dab, an Eldritch Spiral, and a yawn. I think I am most tempted by the Eldritch Spiral at the minute, though I have absolutely no concept of how I'm gonna work on the glasses with that, but that's fine. Okay, one thing I will. I could change black to Griffin's glasses. Oh yeah, go on. You know what? I'm going to do a different palette though because I don't use this one as much as the others, I don't think. So let me drag Julia in here. We will change the most default, the most default black to Griffin's glasses. It's on brand. It deserves to be at the start if any of them do. Do apostrophes? I can. Cool. Well, that's cemented there forever. Oh no. Another one. Name one of the ones adjacent to Todd Howard. Todd from Mario. Lovely. Perfect. Let's find... I got the wrong... I'm sure it was this one. Oh god, this is where I find out that I've got to like save it somehow. If anyone spots it before I do, let me know. Because I thought it was New 20 and it was the darker shadow of Julia. Okay, I'm confident it was that one, so I'm just going to change that. And if it wasn't, then there's two of them now, so that's fine. I'm sure it was a New 20, but there's... I don't think there's a particularly numerical system with it. I'm sure it was the darker shade of Julia's colour, so I'm sure that's fine. The software I'm using is Toon Boom Harmony. At the bottom of the stream to the left of my avatar. I'm not speaking. Which one's speaking? That one. Yeah, at the bottom. So it's Toon Boom Harmony Advanced. I will say it's fairly expensive. To be honest, it is something like £400 a year I'm paying for it at the minute. And this is like the kind of middle tier. So there's a cheaper version, a more expensive version. And then you can pay for it monthly. You can pay for it in one like foul swoop, one kind of outright payment. And I'm planning to buy the more expensive version kind of outright, so I don't have to worry about that at some point. But yeah, Toon Boom in short, and it is very good, but quite expensive depending on what you're using it for. If you're new to animation, or if you want to get into animation, then I would absolutely recommend OpenToons, it's called, which is absolutely free. It's an open source software that they use to make Futurama and some Studio Ghibli films, I think they said. Yeah, Angry Remote is right. Angry Emote is right. It's a little bit expensive. I remember when I was first getting into animation, I was looking at all the different kind of industry standard bits, and I saw how much Flash was, and I thought, like, £200 a year for the Creative Cloud? That's so expensive. And then this happened. But it's perfect for what I want to use it for. So, is there a character limit to naming colours? Let's find out. I don't think so, but you've only got about 13 that show up. Yeah, I can't believe that Blender's free either. Blender is outstanding if you can get your head around it quick enough to not rage quit software, which is what I've tended to do in the past. I genuinely, if I've got time and if I've got like a project that kind of deserves it, I think learning Blender on stream might be a good idea because it would be just a bit more, I guess, kind of motivation to do it. I'd be less likely to just give up straight away. Yeah, when I was making the Julia uses Blender animation, it's really good and shocking that it's free, and it's really cool to see the industry kind of back it, because you'd kind of expect if it's free for people to be like, I will find a more expensive version, you know, back Maya or something like that. But yeah, I definitely need to give that a second go, because especially after things like Arcane coming out lately, I really want to get into 3D animation just to see what it's like. But yeah. Yeah, I've not really looked at proper animation in Blender. I've just kind of learned how to set textures and things like that. Because for the animation that I used it for, I really only needed kind of an environment, and then I just imported 2D animation from Toon Boom. So yeah, I'll give it a look at some point. I think the problem is when you kind of look at it, it's so intimidating. You've just kind of got to get past that default cube. Once you've done that, it's a bit more, I don't know, a bit more palatable. Anyway, that's enough blathering on. So, what are we doing? So, I'm going to delete everything that is here so far. For the animated emote, I'm sure it says somewhere that I've not remembered to look about how long or how big the files are, but I think I'm going to keep it to kind of a short loop, which makes sense because it's an emote, isn't it? So let's put it at 100 for the time being. I think Eldritch is probably my favourite for the first one. I didn't really figure out how easy it is to. I think it should be. Thank you, Rafno, for having my back like that. Let me have a look. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Cute. Perfect. That's exactly what I was after. Can't be more than 60 frames. Lovely. Oh, 60 frames it is then. So, we should be able to do a good Eldritch animation in that. I'm going to delete the body just because I don't think it's necessary. What's the mood? Because I think if I knew I was about to go Eldritch, and obviously this is going to be looping constantly, I think I'd be upset. To put it simply, I think I'd not be best pleased. Let's go nervous. That makes him look a little bit too weary. That, to me, makes it feel like it's just kind of a bit of a torturous existence. I mean, it clearly is. Is that the right mood? What? What's the mood that we're going for with this emote? Is it? I mean, you would be tired, wouldn't you? Okay, I think I'm going to go for something a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, every time I become an Eldritch Horror, it takes me out. It takes it out of me, you know. Like a, no, I'm gonna tuck it in a bit. Problem is, it's not going to show because of the glasses. I should really make the glasses bigger so they're out of the way. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just like a little treat. It's just a little me time. You know, and you're sick of work and you think that would be a good time to become an Eldritch Horror. Take some me time, put your feet up, and just expand as a hellish demon. We've all been there. Like we say, it's part of the skincare routine at this point. Right, so we've essentially got 60 frames, so we want it to kind of turn in, hold it, turn back out. Someone was after a game jam recently after 48 hours. Yeah, it's just a big mood, and I guess that's what this emote. Maybe we shouldn't do like concerned. Maybe this should be like a finally I can just become an Eldritch Horror. Yeah, you know what? We're going for that. We're gonna go tired, but like relaxed about it. I think if I can express that in enough time. I'm quite happy with this this idea that we've landed on. I think this is really what we all feel like sometimes. And I think it's relatable. I think people will join in to the stream for the first time, say, "Oh, this is cool. What are they doing?" And everyone in the chat is relating to the fact that we all feel like Eldritch Horrors and are fine with it, and they'll go, "Yeah, this is this is my kind of people." I think. Don't see why not. It is a vibe. Thank you, Caleb Sona. Right. So, how do we crush the glasses? Do they just kind of pop off? Do they fall off and then fall back on at the end? That feels like too much movement. Do they stay? Do the glasses stay on top of the Eldritch Horror? Maybe actually, yeah. I quite like the idea of the Eldritch being having big glasses as well. So we'll move that off the face bag to make life easier. I made the head a little bit smaller to fit into the frame, but I think realistically it's not necessary. Yeah, Eldritch Horror is, like we say, this is, putting your feet up, becoming hell, and, grabbing a book or just going on the Switch or something. We all do it. we're pretending this is weird, but we all do it. Cracking those cracks turn into tentacles. Oh, God. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it feels busy enough by the time we've finished. Good. I'm glad we're all agreed then. Right. So. Cool. I think I'm gonna do what I did last time, and have just the mouth kind of visible by the end. Makes most sense to me, I think. So, with that in mind, probably just about visible here, and then from this point on, we're looking at just the mouth. Tell you what I'm going to do as well. I really want anyone. This is not going to stay with me. I'm not. I very nearly had a rule of not changing the basic ones, but okay. This feels. I've not watched the Bob Ross Twitch channel, but I've obviously seen a bit of Bob Ross in my time, and I feel like this is going to compete with it for when he's like he's grabbed his palette and he's like, okay, we're gonna grab some ochre blue, and we're just gonna get to the point like in March when we're doing this stream, and it's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna get some Todd Howard yellow, we're gonna mix that in with some Eldritch Horror purple, the Griffin's glasses black, just to offset it a little bit. Yeah, a happy little Eldritch Horror is what we're after. It's yes. Oh my god, I didn't do that. Sorry, I completely forgot. One of Jason Todd Howard was meant to be Todd from Mario. Sorry to whoever paid for that, and then I forgot. It was Rafnag. Sorry, Rafnag. Let's go for the purple. No, we won't. We'll go for this one. Okay. I'm going to might take out the spaces just to see if we can get it all to fit. Yeah, cool. Right. I'm going to make them all one word, actually. If we're going to do something, we're going to be consistent. Whoop. That really upset my brain for a second there, Afnag. Cool, right, what was I doing? So yeah, making him baby's first Eldritch Horror. What? Yeah, exactly. I think the suggestion or the prompt that I put on there was be dumb but be cool, or be dumb but be nice. So yeah, it can be anything. Just I'll veto it if I'm not comfortable with it. Cool. I like that. I think that is exactly. Dumb of ass and pure of heart is honestly. If I ever get a tattoo, that is a hell of a motto to go by in life, I think. Cool. Right. So. Just going to use very small little lines to start the idea that the face is kind of contorting. Here's the idea. It'll hopefully make more sense when it's kind of the first frame of a movement. We'll find out if it's not. Just hold on for 1 second. Cool. Sorry, just got a couple of messages on Twitter, and then someone atted me telling me to read it. I will get back to that later, just in case anyone that's anyone from here. I don't think it is, but I have 1,000 channel points. Chat. Let's create the next color together, and I'll redeem it. 1,000 channel points. Hold on. You can get like 5 if you want, Alien. Like. No, Piss Boy's fine. We can do Piss Boy. Like I say, it sounds like everyone here knows a bit more about Twitch than I do, but like, there's no. I don't think I'll get told off for having the word piss on the screen, will I? Oh, that's terrifying. It is a lot of power. Piss is totally acceptable. Yeah. If we want to redeem Piss Boy color, you let me know. One thing I'll say now as well, actually, if any of them are already named, other than black and white, it turns out, like G highlight, G base, and such, can't do them. Right. White Rose, thank you very much. Let's find a Piss Boy green that isn't Griffin green, ideally. I've said on stream before that I haven't watched Draw Detectives yet properly, but I have seen obviously a lot of the Piss Boy discourse, which isn't a sentence I was expecting to say. I think New 2 is pretty Piss Boy. What do you think, White Rose? Piss Boy New 2, do we think? Lovely. I am. I honestly didn't really have a concept of what this stream was going to be when I first came up with the idea. Or kind of I didn't really have an idea of what it's going to look like, what the chat's going to be like, how it's going to kind of try and engage with people. I really enjoy that we're already at the point where people are chanting piss in all caps in the chat. Hey, thanks, Calypso. It's always nice to hear where people learn about my stuff, I guess. And yeah, the D20 animations I am particularly proud of, so yeah, that's lovely. What colour is Jacob normally? Jacob is an orange somewhere. I think he's this one. Let me get Jacob. Let's ask him. All right. Should be at the start. So Jacob is new 3. Are we targeting people? Are we already using this to grief people? Is the concept that we're gonna try and get someone from Trophy to watch this just to neg them through colours? Is this the plan? Yeah, new 3 is base Jacob, and then 4 is highlights, 5 is shade. I don't tend to shade people. Fantastic. Absolutely. That was such perfect comic timing. Fantastic. Okay. Right, one of you... I mean... Right, so we've obviously got the full... do we... what's the plan? What's the game plan? Chat amongst yourselves. What do we want to do with the full? That was such good timing. Um, Thank you again, Calibzona. I mean, we've got 3 Jacob colors, so what am I doing? Yeah, that's fine. Let's right. We'll have his highlights as something the full as well. Uh, yeah, yeah. We can go for Rude Boy. That's fine. Um, yeah, and I feel like this group is cool in general, but if someone else like suggests something that has like a grim second meaning that I'm not aware of, let me know because I'm not that up to scratch with uh, just existing. So I'm relying on everyone here to be a moderator as well, if that's okay. Cool. Right. So we've already roasted Jacob in a non-draw me stream, and we've named one of the colours Piss Boy. I'm a big fan. The fact we're both putting the same energy, it's kind of perfect. Thank you for that. Right. So we are here. As all things should be. So I think this is the last one with some features. So we are going to really drag the kind of twist. Let's figure out what I'm going to do with the eyes first, actually, because that might be important. 3. Yep, cool. Whoops. If anyone wants to print screen this, I think this is quite a good... Actually, should I just leave it as this? Should we just not make it animated and just keep this as one of the emotes? Because I'm a big fan of this face. I feel like this sometimes. Okay. End of the stream. Forever. That was it. We achieved what we needed to. Lovely. Thank you, Rafnag. It will live on forever. Yeah, it turns out as well that uploading these onto YouTube is less arduous than I thought it might be. I was a bit worried that it was going to be like hours and hours of it kind of processing and trying to render it, but it is not, which is good. So I'm very happy about that. Again, it's a little bit grim looking as a frame, but hopefully kind of in the animation it will look more effective, I guess. I guess is what we're looking for, what we're hoping for. Oh yeah, I am very confident that I'm not going to be able to figure this out or brain it to be able to kind of schedule around it, but it is daylight savings coming up, or the opposite of it coming up soon in the UK. I think it's happening in America first though, because our clocks go forward in like middle of April, is it? Or no, end of March. And I think it might be happening the same in America. So there might be like a week or two where the stream is like an hour earlier than people are expecting, or an hour later. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. Yeah, let's do a time zone check. Where's everyone from at the minute? Where's everyone? How tired is everyone? Is anyone in Australia again? Because I normally tell someone off for being awake at like 3 in the morning to watch these, and it is 10 past 4 or 11 past 4 in the UK. Hey, yeah, I saw. I didn't take it in or memorize it, but I saw there's a good amount of American people watching these from the analytics, which is cool. It's nice to know that people have obviously coming over from the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel is something like 60% American, I think, off the top of my head. Um, so yeah, it's always nice to see that people are kind of coming over from other stuff. I'll be interested as well, and it might have already happened. I'd be surprised, but it'd be cool when someone kind of finds this Twitch stream just seemingly because it's on their homepage or something, and then doesn't know my stuff. That'd be interesting. But let's play TFT RPG, Free Americans and Aussie. God, right? Yeah, which meant everyone was playing at a reasonable time except me. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I played D&D in secondary, I think, or in high school. I don't know what Americans call it, but when I was like, oh no, wait, it was college anyway. Not your college, college. I don't know American terms for things. Sorry. When I was like 16, I think. And we lived within like a 5 minute walk from each other, and we still couldn't figure out a time to do D&D or any kind of organized anything. British people have a different college too. Yeah, I mean like sick form, but again, that won't mean anything to anyone except maybe Rafnag. Um, right, need to narrow in on the Eldritch look. Oh yeah, and I did say that it was probably going to happen, but I'm happy to confirm that the drawing animation was finished this morning. It's all rendered up and ready to go out to Patreon tomorrow. I'm not gonna advertise or try and plug stuff on this stream as much as I can help it, but yeah, that's going up on Patreon tomorrow, and then will be going up to everyone else on Friday next week, and it is very good. And there's a few good bits that weren't done on stream that I'm really proud of. So yeah, it'll be nice to see some of the reactions in the live chat, as it always is, or as there always is. I always go quiet when this song's on as well. This is Be Glad I Love You by Bug Hunter, and it was the first song that I really got into by Bug Hunter because it was the first animation I did for them. So it was a little bit biased, but I was being paid to be really into that song. But luckily, Bug let me choose which song I wanted to work on, and that one really stuck out, and I still listen to it a lot, which he has said he wouldn't expect because of how much I had to listen to certain bits of it on repeat for the month that I spent making that video. Wait, I think UK system is similar to Quebec system, but maybe not, who knows. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know, but it's. Oh god, wait, hold on, I've missed a lot. Whoa, there's a whole conversation happening. I didn't even realise. Yeah, college is between high school and uni, a couple of years. Yeah, it's like a more kind of independent bit of high school, like no uniforms. Again, Americans have that on us, I guess, but yeah, no uniforms. You have like four subjects that you choose essentially, and then you kind of just have those. Um, Technically, high school is called college, so yeah, yeah. Some schools have like colleges attached to them. A levels over GP. Wait, who doesn't? Wait, who doesn't have A levels? So we have A levels. Alien, stop shilling for me. I appreciate it. Where's my super? Sorry. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Rafnag. Yeah, I really like those animations. Uh, yeah, yeah. You take four when you start, and then the third one is you take four at the start, and then drop the fourth one. Either because you don't like it, or I mean, you don't need it to get into uni, so you pretty much just need free grades. I was higher educated for sixth form, so I never went to a uniform. I mean, that's yeah, that's impressive. Oh right, yeah. I've been doing three. Yeah, it was always like a choice. Like that. Well, they always said it was a choice, but it's one of these where like you you supposedly can choose it, and then people would tell you to think about it a bit more carefully, type thing. But yeah, and just in case this is don't want to say like inspirational, but just in case this helps anyone who's worried about not kind of being academically into art for a long time. I hated art at school and college. Didn't do any kind of degree or any subjects in art, and then took animation up as a hobby. And yeah, somehow it's my job now, so that's pretty cool. I did I did what's equivalent to like a business studies degree at university. It was called something else, but it was basically just that. Um, and at college, I did maths at AS level, dropped that after a year, and then for the rest of it, I did English, philosophy, and business. So yeah, not a lot of warning to anyone that I knew or any of my family that I was going to become an animator, but quite happy that I did. Yeah, it's a bunch of made up things you guys are doing. No, this is all right. This is actually, yeah. I don't even know what Americans like earn. Like, I don't know what your qualifications are because we have GCSEs at high school and then A levels at college, and then we have bachelor's degrees. I have no idea if that's similar to America in any way or if it's completely alien. Not alien. Oh, nice. Let's keep working on this Eldritch being. I'm gonna extend the face out a little bit more. I'm gonna try to make sure this like loops at the end. So I don't know if it'll do what it did in the draw for animation and just kind of like fall off or something like that. But oh, actually, one thing I would say to you, Calibzona as well, when you get in the Wacom, I don't know if you already have, But if you use it for a lot of time, a day or a week or however long, you might at some point want to get a stand for it, because the stand that it has just kind of built in, if it's the Syntac anyway, it's quite shallow, so you end up kind of hunched over it quite a lot. And I got a stand for it probably only like a week ago, I think, or a couple of weeks ago, and it has helped my back. I no longer feel like ripping my spine out whenever I finish work, which is cool. Sick. Okay, maybe that's preemptive then. Get a desk. um, uh, let's have a reread. 06 up for software engineering is a very cool thing to be studying, and just generally a very useful thing, I think, to have in the bag. I know plenty of people, certainly in the UK anyway, that are software engineers that are set for life already, so that is not a bad route to be taken. Yeah, in industry, I'm going to basically need your degree to get your first job after. Yeah. Oh. That's down for my desk tablet. Yeah, yeah, it's one of these RAFNAG that it just if you spend too much time kind of hunched over on a flat tablet, it just certainly for me anyway, it just absolutely wrecked my back. So I was very glad to get this bit of equipment, and it just happened to be a little bit cheaper on Amazon when I bought it, so that was cool. And I don't know if that was aimed at me. I think it must have been looking at the chat, Caleb's owner, but how this became a job is a lot of luck, a lot of luck and a lot of hours. Basically, like I was always kind of animating, just as and when, as a hobby anyway. And then I got furloughed, very very luckily, very nicely. Oh, and the paid internship's really cool. Rose. Yeah, how it became a job was basically luck. So I got furloughed from a job during COVID at the start, and spent the first 2 months playing Animal Crossing. And then one of my friends said like, "Oh, but you must be like fine with all this time off, because obviously you can animate and you've got projects you can do." And kind of immediately felt really guilty because I hadn't actually done any animation in all this time I had off. So I made an animation, and it was the 127 hours Mabim one. I was really happy with it. It was probably my favourite animation at the time that I'd made, and it got a little bit of traction. It got something like 10,000 views or something in the first like couple of days, so I was really like kind of over the moon with that. Was listening to Mabim Bam regularly at that point, obviously COVID. And I think it was the Buick one next, so I heard the Buick episode, thought, right, if I get on this quickly and I do it first, I might get a bit more views than before. And then, yeah, that one got something ridiculous, like 50,000 in the first week or something like that. So I was very happy with that. Again, kind of had this idea of like, oh god, this might actually like be picking up. Still hadn't made any money off YouTube. Like my revenue was at like a couple of dollars a month at that point. The one after that was the Porky Pig animation, which that one took off quite a significant amount. That hit like 100,000 views, I think, in the first month or so. And I was on a roll at that point, and I released something like 4 Mabim Bam animations in 4 weeks. I think it, 4 animations in 4 weeks. I think it was Porky Pig, then the Lin-Manuel Miranda one, which Lin-Manuel Miranda himself retweeted or commented on, which was surreal. Then it was the 99-cent margarita one, and then it was the OK Plato animation. Yeah, the Porky Pig one is edging ever closer to 500,000, which is insane. I'm trying not to watch it too much, but yeah, I've got one eye on that. Um, yeah, 99 cent margarita one's one of my favorites as well. And that brings me on to the other point is that just before I did that one, I made a Patreon because enough people were very kindly asking. They are. I'm not kidding. I am worried that I've skewed the results a little bit, especially when I see how many are from like my area in the UK, and I'm just like, that's just me then. Um, yeah, before the 99 cent one, I made a Patreon and then asked everyone for like good bits that need animating, and it was I think it was Noah Lieberman who asked for that one, the 99 cent margarita one, uh, which then turned out to be one of my favorite animations. Thank you, Alien. I will make you a mod at some point, Alien. Thank you for that. Um, yeah, so I had a Patreon as well at that point, and like even with like all of the insane like views the channel was getting, and Patreon I was making, I've got it written down somewhere, but it was like £100 a month or something ridiculous like that, and it was really just humbling and really cool. And then as soon as it started really taking up, as soon as it really started kind of kicking off, I got taken off furlough, so it all slowed down again. I then started getting commissions from people like the Sorry for the Wait podcast, who are very cool and on hiatus. Hopefully, it's still hiatus rather than cancelled. And yeah, just got like 4 or 5 different commissions from here and there. I reached out to Mabim Bam and they commissioned me for 3 animations which went on their channel. And it just kind of got to the point where I was making like not enough money to live on as it was, but I was doing all this at the same time as a 40-hour job. And I kind of thought by the following year, it was just over a year after the Porky Pig animation, or it's just under a year after the Porky Pig animation, that I was not happy in my job, and I just kind of thought like if I have an extra 40 hours a week to make animations, I could do it much more consistently. I could take on more commissions and blah blah blah, and yeah, like I'm not minted, like I'm still essentially on minimum wage the way I'm doing it at the minute, but yeah, I'm able to do it full time. I'm capping myself at 40 hours a week just for my own mental health because I know I'll try and do more, but yeah, it just really a kind of slow burner, but yeah, just kind of a mix of doing this at the same time as working, and yeah, it's all kind of taken off, which I'm really happy about. Thank you for asking, and thank you for bearing with me as I've just kind of run through the last year, or the last 2 years. Oh god, it's nearly 2 years now. Yeah. Aggressively being useful. Yeah. Yeah, tablet stands are expensive. I think the one that I got was like 50 quid. Yeah, my partner's very supportive. I don't know if that was aimed at me, but yeah, my partner was very supportive throughout all of this. She would have absolutely have been within her right to kind of say, do you want to be a YouTube animator? Are you serious? But no, she was an absolute godsend throughout all of that. I'm very grateful to be with her. This is when it turns out it's you secretly. But yeah, no, she was very important for all of that. Yes, quid is £1. Sorry. I'll make an emote as well at some point that will just be like a very British version of the deep blue ink avatar, so people can make fun of me and spam me when I've used a Britishism and not realised. A top hat would be, yeah. A bowler hat, thank you, Alien. Just covered in tea. Yeah, I think Monopoly Man is a good start, essentially. Cool. I should probably extend like the outside of the head a little bit. A giant monocle is very funny. A giant monocle is a good idea and probably what I will go with. There's a long while where with my online group we could draw a top hat glasses sign was literally anything as me. Yeah, 2 monocles is like the next tier is for like subscribers. When you like you cheer. I think you can get emotes for cheering, which is essentially donating. I've put something for there, but I don't know how much I'll engage with that. But yeah, maybe people who donate get like 2 giant golden monocles. Yeah, just a glasses. 1 glasses. Whoop. Whoop. Let's see how that looks. I think this will be a little bit easier as well than the Julia one, because the Julia one didn't have a perfectly round head. She's got like a missing chunk under her fringe, just because it makes it a little bit easier for me when I'm animating, but didn't make it easier then. But this should be a little bit easier. Nice one, Alien. New 11 glasses. I am gonna give it a space actually, and put it in speech marks as well, I think. Yeah, I was quite lucky to get the tablet stand when it was a little bit cheaper, so I don't blame you for holding off on that. Does that work? How do I do it with Julia? I had it like kind of thicker at the edge, I think. It's always terrifying as well, and I think that kind of showed it off as well. The Alien clearly has the channel points to do that at any given point. Like anyone can stumble and just become like a permanent meme on the channel, which is quite a lot of power. But I guess that's the, I'm going to start shilling now. That's the benefit of being a subscriber. If you, oh god, oh no, you don't even need to be a subscriber. I was heartbroken as well when I found out that the Twitch rule for giving, like, it's something like one penny or 1 cent per bit that's spent. The moment that I realised that 1 bit is not the same as 1 channel point, my heart sank. I was like, oh no, I can't just do Twitch streaming. I thought this was it. I thought this was my moment. But that's fine. I've come to terms with that. And I'm still here. I'm not just doing this for the moolah. I made a clean 9p of adverts in the last stream, so yeah, I think that very much cemented my plan not to monetize the adverts too much and have like 1 advert running every 5 minutes. Alien, how does it feel to be this powerful? Yes. That one. No. That one. And then let's see. That is not the way to do it, or is it? Kind of the way to do it. pulled that through fairly easily. Lovely. Nice one, Kayla. Any colour to mad with power. Let's go with this one. Hey, that fits in perfectly. Lovely. I'm gonna follow that link, and I'm trusting. I've not heard that domain, but lovely. Thank you, Rafnag. Cool. Right. That is kind of what I want it to do. Yep, kind of. That'll do. And then we want the slightly thicker line to stay and move. Do you want to be a mod, Alien? I don't know how it works, but it seems like you're doing the job as it is anyway. So I feel like I should make it official. If you do, I might not do it on stream because that will be figuring out how to do it. Actually, it might just be a right click. Yeah. Can he just delete my YouTube channel if I do that? How much power am I giving him? I'm maybe gonna Google it before I do it on stream. There's something about the evil laughter that's I mean, if Alien decides to ban everyone, that's their prerogative. I'm not gonna. That's what you're doing already. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do it now. Exactly, yeah. There we go. They didn't actually say whether they wanted to do it or not, but they've done it now. I've done it now, so. Yet. You'll get there, I believe in you. Embrace the Eldritch skincare routine inside. Whoop. Lovely. If in the next couple of minutes I get banned for some reason, you'll know that Aliens banned me from my own stream. Cool. That's kind of what I was after. I think the glasses need to like move a little bit. Sometimes I went on a different stream, kept getting modded and unmodded for a bit, and eventually having so much Twitch broken a streamer couldn't unmod them. That's dumb. I love that. Oh. Good. Alien's got a sword. That's the main thing I've taken away from this. Right, where did I put my glasses? It was... Oh, yeah. I reckon... kind of wiggle them as this happens. Left, right, left, right. Any green colour to Alien Sword coming up. What if I named this by accident? Okay, we'll change that because I don't think I meant to change that from anything. A green. This is a fun game as well, by the way, because I am colorblind to an extent, so I'm fairly confident that's green. Let me just. Lovely, yeah. Can't particularly tell greens from browns a lot of the time, so I'm really glad that 2 of these have been green so far. Oh Christ, let's spell alien right. Boop, boop, boop. And that fits in lovely. Thank you very much, Rafnag. I wasn't going to say it, but Q. Right, I think then if we have them kind of angled up a little bit, because in my mind this kind of protrudes a little bit. So if we use the perspective tool, like so, but better, that kind of looks angled up, which is what I want it to. Do look smaller though. Might not be able to do this properly as much as I'd like to. Well, yeah, they're looking over there a little bit more though. I think like that. As is tradition, yeah. Decided to give up my incredibly boring work and do some drawing instead. Lovely, yeah. Join in. Right, so then I'm going to morph that and see if it wants to work today. Yeah, that's kind of what I want it to look like. Does that look alright? I think that line needs to be a little bit thicker. Someone Google the difference between Fahrenheit and... Oh, no, there you are. Thank you. That is cold. Jesus, Rafnag. Not Rafnag, sorry, Calibzona. That is cold. Also, that was very quick, Rafnag. That was preemptive as hell. Who won these streams? If there's enough interest, you do draw a long time stream. Yeah, no, genuinely. I was thinking about this earlier today because at one point I didn't know if I fancied doing an emote stream until I realised I could do an animated one. You all live in terrifying conditions, and I'm sorry. I was going to suggest, and this is for basically anyone that fancies it, because I know not everyone's up for it or can, but basically there's, I can't remember what it's called, there's some kind of, I think it's draw pile, is it? Where you can get everyone to like draw on the same canvas together. And I was going to suggest, see you, Caleb, see you whenever. I was going to suggest doing like a draw pile of trying to draw Pokemon from memory. Like a very classic kind of artist challenge type thing, but I thought that would be cool. And everyone gets like a random number between 1 and 151. Oh, cool. I'll hold on, I'll write that down. But yeah, I thought that would be cool. Like everyone gets like 2 minutes or something to just really shoddily draw whatever Pokemon they want, and then by the end of either one stream or how many ever streams, then we've got our own kind of unofficial Pokedex. I thought it'd be quite cool. But yeah, no, I definitely want to do like community drawing like that. I think that's a great idea. But yeah, that, you know, I appreciate that not everyone's into Pokemon, or everyone is into drawing, or everyone wants to draw in front of people. Like, completely chill and up to what everyone fancies. Cool. Let's Oh no, we wouldn't need to do it all like on screen. I mean, we could, but like we. Oh no, we could. To be fair, that might be more fun. I was literally thinking of just like we set like a 2 minute timer and then everyone just goes for it. Like I'd be doing it at the same time as well, and then at the end of 2 minutes, we all just kind of like track across the screen and have a look at each different one. Um, yeah, they do say agio, don't they? That's probably a good idea as well. But yeah, no, we can figure out if we want to like kind of put people on display if they fancy it. Like that's cool as well. It gives me a chance to sit back and kind of take in other art, which is always nice. Right. So we want head wiggles. Since we're not attached to a body, we may as well wiggle it like this, I reckon. Is that? Why does it do that? For some reason it like flattens out. I don't want it to. I don't think it matters too much if it does, but it's slightly. I'm gonna just increase the size of the scene. That's the wrong one. A little bit. I'm sure I could just make the drawing smaller, but this seems easier to me. I don't need to do that. I need to drag out the camera. What a tip. Sure. Whoops. Cool. And then I want the let's start drawing some Pokemon stuff. So the memory idea is obviously appealing to me. Brilliant. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it. The first idea is sometimes the best idea, and that feels like an easy thing that everyone can kind of get on board. And if you don't know Pokemon, maybe that's funnier. Maybe it's funnier to just draw a Pokemon that you'd draw off your style, have never heard of, or don't know. Yes, definitely Julia energy. Whoop. It's worth saying as well, actually. The Drawfee animation isn't going up for another week, but I do have something going up tomorrow, which is the Critical Ditto Commission, which I've mentioned a couple of times. It is I think it's like a 3 minute animation, and it is a very, very funny bit from Critical Ditto, which is a Pokemon role playing podcast. It's going to be a live premiere like it always is. So if you want to hang out and watch that tomorrow, it will be whatever 2 hours later than the start of this stream. No, 3 hours later of whatever the start of this stream was. So for me, it's 6:30 tomorrow. Yeah. You'll go away for 2 minutes and come back without grabbing. Yeah, I'd probably not. I appreciate that, but I'm not particularly great at. No one ever believes me. I'm not that good at drawing in general. Like I'm quite good at like the mathsy, sciencey aspect of animation. It takes me a long time to draw stuff. I think some of you have seen that at this point, but yeah, I wouldn't expect anything too too Julia-esque from myself. This is the animation tomorrow is premiering on the normal Deep Blue Ink channel. So normal time for normal Friday. And then I'll also make a post as well for Patreon supporters to watch the Drawfee thing tomorrow. I need to figure out timings on that because I don't want to take away from the clients by like posting about something else at the same time. I also don't. I might maybe do it Saturday. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So yeah, on the YouTube channel tomorrow. Evening for me, afternoon for Americans, other things for everyone. Cool. Cool. I like that a lot. I am tempted. I hope everyone forgives this. I am tempted to just kind of boomerang it back and forth. I don't know if I can show that, but I think I might leave this at 30 frames and then literally just have it kind of bounce back and forth like that, because honestly, that's probably the easiest bet. The old Eldritch boomerang. That's what we call it. That's that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I wanted it to look like. I think the only other thing I would have done instead was have the face kind of drop off, but then I don't know, then you've got like something in the emote kind of falling out of the square, and then that doesn't feel right to me either. Is there something I should do in the kind of 10 frames that he's Eldritch, or I think maybe have like a little bounce, kind of like a little head bounce, just to make it obvious that he's happy with the situation. Oops, maybe I can't. Let me have a think. Yeah, we'll do Eldritch Boomerang. That's not a problem. Let's see if it fits. Boomerang. Oh no! Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of happy with what it's come up as instead. I don't know if anyone needs to lean into their screen to see it, but Eldritch Boomer is equally as powerful, I think. Are you happy for me, Rose, to leave that as Eldritch Boomer? Oh dear, that might be the next emote. Cool, right, Eldritch Boomer it is. Classic Eldritch Boomer. It's a hell of a thing to call someone. Let's see. I don't think I've got enough frames to kind of have a good bounce. I don't think. We'll soon find out. If I do that, and then it only needs one more, I think. Oh, actually, and I need 2 less on that side as well if it's going to boomerang. So we'll add 2 there. We could do 1. I think. Yeah. So it's less than 30, but that's fine as long as it's within. Ugh. Fucking Eldritch Boomer, honestly. Up. Let's see if that looks alright. Up. I think I might need to move this all over to the right a little bit. So the whole movement's kind of doop. Yeah, I think that should work. I think Mad with Power Eldritch Boomer is going to be the name of my album when my band finally gets together, when I finally learn how to play a musical instrument. And yeah, I think Griffin's Glasses releasing Mad with Power Eldritch Boomer is a hell of a brand. New 18 needs a good name to complete the trilogy. Yeah, I mean, no pressure, but like, it needs to follow on from it. Okay, I think that is pretty cool in terms of. I think maybe you should bounce there as well. How many was this? This was 12. So that is also 12. That works out really nicely. I don't see anything wrong with what you put. Oh no, Boomer, I do see something wrong. Eldritch Bloomer is also powerful though. I wouldn't discount it. Okay, so I need to. I'm gonna have him bounce on both sides of being Eldritch, and not. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it should. And it should look cutesy. This might not work. How many? 2012? Do I need more than that? I think I'm being thick. Hold on. Yes, I am being thick. Shit. How many have I got? 32. That is fine if I move these both in one. Let's see if that still works. Sorry, I'm not talking through my process, but hopefully someone's keeping up with me anyway. So it goes there. Okay, so on the left, bounce, and then over to the right, and bounce a little. Cool. I think that is probably what I want then, and probably sorted. I'm probably going to call it with that. Do you guys want to hang out and chat amongst yourselves for like 10 minutes as I try and find somewhere to turn this into a GIF, and then you can have a look at it? Or do you want to... because if you do, then I'm going to come back, show it, and then run away. Or shall I just put it up on Twitter later and we can all bask together? Okay, cool. I will turn up the music then and be right back.
Shows up, the night is just Normal Pete says, dude, I can kick your ass in FIFA. But Boogie P, when they see him, oh, men wanna be him, and women wanna be him, and babies wanna be him, and orphans wanna be him, Koreans wanna be him, Europeans wanna be him, and even people that don't wanna be him wanna be him. And we're all agreeing, get a drink in P, he's a dance machine, he can go all night. If he's not yet buzzed, then you'll wish he was. He's the kind of guy, when he shows up, the night has just begun. He's always talking shit, never saying sorry. Normal Pete's an asshole, Boogie Pete's a party. He's always talking shit, never saying sorry. Normal Pete's an asshole, Boogie Pete's a party. Step one, you write a simple chorus. Don't you bore us with an intro or a clever little verse. Step two, stop pretending there's some kind of formula for making it. I've never been so sure. Only time will tell me if I'm something, if I'm cursed or if I'm cunning, if I'm talented or stale. Cause every song is an attempt to just impress you. It's an educated guess to light a bulb or ring a bell. And here I am as I cut corners on a left turn up a sentimental street. And all I do to make my parents proud of who I am or who I'm about to be. Yeah, here I am, gotta hand it to me. I can write a tune, I guess success just still depends on who I'm singing to. Working hard, feeling tense, worried about my fashion senses. When do I give up and it's too incidental tackiness? I'm disoriented, so distracted from my bit. But should I fight to force the issue when I'm out of loop? I can't do Elvis. Too well my words come easy, too help to ease the heat. Regenerate my friction, inspiration wouldn't treat me like I'm a leper. Build me right up to the edge of a legend, just to pull back, leaving fame inside my head. I'm at an open mic, feeling like that token guy. Please buy my CDs, it's worth $10, but I'll take a 5. There's so much talent balanced on a rusty knife. Can I compete with guys who have been playing their entire lives?
Hey, I couldn't find anywhere quickly, so instead I will try and load up the one that doesn't boomerang, and I think I'm going to have to figure out a way of making it so it keeps the background clear, obviously for a good Twitch emote look. But hopefully make it loop. Cool, that is huge. But that is that's the kind of bounce that we've got. Oh hey, Anavia. Cool. Anyway, that's enough of that. How do I come back from here? Okay, like that. But yeah, I'm sorry it's bad timing, Anavia, but that's more or less the end of the stream. But I've got some colours to name. If everyone wants to, if anyone wants to name their colours now, feel free. Something grey or yellow to Dom de Cruz. Let's go for this one then. Tom de Cruz. Lovely. Everyone's favourite Scientologist. And my choice to Julia's moustache. Thank you, Alien. Right, let's go. Let's fill it up from left to right, more or less. What was it? Julia's mustache. That might be either me not knowing how to spell or a Britishism, but cool. Fits perfectly as that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to, if nothing else, I think the emote was sick, and I am really glad to see the palette becoming worse and worse as we go. I forgot about the Fool and Rude Boy as well, and Todd from Mario. Wait, yeah, we're getting through them. Alien Sword, fantastic. And I think that's probably... Oh, no, we've got Piss Boy Green right at the end. So that's if you're still here, Annabia, that's you caught up on how the last hour and a half went. Thank you everyone for hanging out, and see you hopefully tomorrow for... We are not chanting piss in my stream. This is not being a tradition. Hopefully to see you tomorrow in the premiere of the Critical Ditto animation, and if not that, see you on Monday. Okay, bye all.